Hi guys, it's Amelia and today we are going to challenge something most men get completely wrong. You see, most guys have no idea where they stand in terms of attractiveness. They look in the mirror and assume that if women aren't throwing themselves at them, they must not be good looking. They think, if I were truly attractive, wouldn't women be texting, flirting, chasing me? But there's the truth. The most attractive and often don't even realize how much they stand out. Why? Because women don't always make it obvious. In fact, the more they're into you, the more subtle their behavior becomes. So, if you've ever wondered, do women even notice him? This video will answer that question once and for all. These 8 psychological signs are clear indicators that women find y'all attractive, even if they're not saying it out loud. Once you recognize these signs, you'll never question your attractiveness again. And if you want to take things even further, if you want to not only recognize these signals, but amplify them so that women don't just notice you, they're drawn to you like a magnet. Then check out my book, Attraction Secrets. It breaks down exactly how to build the kind of unshakable presence that makes women obsess over you without chasing, without changing who you are. Links in the description. Don't miss it. Alright, let's get into it. Sign number 1. Women hold eye contact then look away fist. Let's begin with one of the most overlooked signs of attraction and yet one of the most powerful. When a woman finds you attractive, she won't just glance at you and move on. She hold eye contact with you for just a second longer than usual, then look away quickly. That little pause, that extra scan, it's not random. It's her way of testing. Did he notice me? And here's where most men mess up. They assume women are just being polite or they were looking at something behind them. But no, eye contact that lingers is a primal subconscious signal. Let's paint that picture. You walk into a coffee shop. You're relaxed, focused, scanning through, and then you catch her looking. She holds your eyes for a heartbeat, maybe 2. Then suddenly, she looks down at her drink like she wasn't watching you at all. But the moment you glance away, she looks back again. It's quick, almost invisible to the untrained eye, but it's real. This is attraction in its surliest, most subtle form. You won't get a wink. You won't get a flirty smile from across the room. What you will get is a woman trying to control her excitement and check if you're watching her, too. And if she looks at you twice, that's confirmation. She's acknowledging your attractiveness without trying to be too obvious about it. It's her saying, I see you, and I'm hoping you see me, too. Most guys blow this moment by looking away awkwardly, pulling out their phone, or assuming it was nothing. But now you know better. So, next time a woman holds your gaze for that extra scan, and you feel that flicker of interest, don't ignore it. Hold her gaze, don't smirk. Don't try too hard, just stay calm, centered, and let her feel your presence. That's where attraction begins. Sign number 2. Women find reasons to be around you. One of the clearest signs that women are attracted to you, but don't want to say it out loud, is when they magnetically position themselves near you. Attractive men cause women to naturally gravitate toward their space, almost like orbiting a gravitational pole. Now, this isn't about coincidence, it's not about logistics or convenience. If a woman keeps finding ways to be near you, it's very likely intentional. She may not be bold enough to flirt directly, but she'll do something else. She'll enter your physical space gently, repeatedly. Let's say you're at a party. You're the loudest guy in the room. You're just standing near the bar, talking to a friend. And then suddenly, she's there, not once, not twice, but every time you'll look up, she's close. She's joining conversations. You're in. She's laughing jokes from a distance, even if they weren't that funny. Or she casually brushes past you again and again. Even though the room isn't crowded, these are not random social accidents. This is her way of getting on your radar without risking rejection. And here's the psychological reason why. People want to be associated with what's desirable. Being physically near you allows her to create that association both for herself and for others. It's subtle, but incredibly revealing. So, the next time you notice a woman repeatedly finding reasons to be in your orbit, don't second guess it. She's signaling attraction without saying a single word. Sign number 3. People listen when you speak. Now, this one's crucial. Becker's attractiveness is not just about facial features or fashion. It's also about presence. And presence is felt the moment you open your mouth. If you notice that people, both men and women, quiet down when you talk, lean in, or hold eye contact when you're making a point, you're projecting natural dominance and leadership energy. That's power. That's charisma. People are drawn to those who speak with calm controlled authority, and that alone is a huge indicator of hidden attractiveness. Now, here's where it gets even deeper. This phenomenon is part of a psychological principle called the halo effect. I go into this in much more detail in Attraction Secrets, but here's quick breakdown. The halo effect is when one desirable trait, like being physically attractive, causes people to subconsciously believe you also have their high status qualities, like intelligence, confidence, or competence. In other words, if you look like Sumian, people will assume you are Simone important. And that assumption makes them pay more attention to what to say. So, here's what you might notice. When you speak in a group, people pause and listen. Women nod, smile, or react thoughtfully to your words. People maintain eye contact when you're talking, even in noisy settings. That shift in energy, that moment, when the conversation orients around you, it doesn't happen by accident. That's what a man with real presence creates. And the more you speak with clarity, with confidence, with intentional pacing, the more magnetic you become. Here's the minute. When you speak, don't rush, let silence do half the talking. Control the tempo of the room by controlling the tempo of your voice, because once people start feeling your presence more than just hearing your words, you're no longer just a man. You're a leader, in their minds. And trust me, women feel that instantly. Sign number 4. Women mirror your body language. This one is incredibly subtle but psychologically powerful. When a woman is attracted to you, on a subconscious level, her body naturally begins to sync with yours. It's cold mirroring, a built-in neurological response that signals comfort, trust, and connection. She's not trying to mimic you to be cute. Her nervous system is doing it for her. And here's why it matters. People mirror those they admire. People mirror those they feel safe with. But more than anything, people mirror those they're attracted to. So, how do you spot this? Let's say you're casually leaning against a wall or bar with one elbow. A few moments later, you notice her doing the same. You lift your drink. 2 beats later, she lifts hers. You scratch your neck or adjust your posture, and you catch her following that same motion without realizing it. She's not copying you because she's mocking you. She's copying you because her brain is literally trying to create rapport. This is her body saying, I'm in sync with you. I feel you, I'm locked in. And here's the wild part. Most women have no idea are doing this. They're not flirting in purpose. They're not being calculated. Their attraction is leaking out through their body language. So now you know what to watch for. Next time you are talking to a woman, or even just to near her in a social setting. Change your posture, shift your position, take your drink, touch your chin, and observe if she reflects even a subtle piece off that. Within the next few seconds, she's into your frequency without saying a word. Sign number 5. You get compliments on more than just your looks. Here's where things get really interesting. See, attractive men don't just hear compliments like, you're handsome, ya have nice eyes, you're tall. That's surface level stuff. But when a woman is truly drawn to you, her compliments start hitting on intangibles. She say things like, you have such a calming presence, you're really easy to talk to. I like your voice, it's so smooth, there's just something about you. You're a different, let me break this down for you. These are not accidental compliments, these are emotions that you've impacted her nervous system. When a woman starts commenting on your energy, your vibe, your tone, your presence, what she's really saying is, you've reached me on a deeper level than looks. And that is where true lasting attraction begins. Because while looks can trigger initial, it's how she feels around you that determines whether that These compliments usually come out when you've made her feel seen and safe in conversation. You carry yourself with calm confidence instead of loud arrogance. You radiate self-assurance without being showy. Women are biologically wired to detect emotion. They'll notice if your energy's grounded, magnetic, or chaotic. So, when you start getting compliments on her, you make her feel, even if she can't explain it, that's a massive green light. She's already emotionally invested. Sign number 6. You catch people staring at you. You walk into a room and you feel it, eyes shifting, energy pulling toward you. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but it's real. One of the clearest signs of unspoken attraction is when you catch people, especially women, sneaking glances in your direction. Not long stares, not flirty smiles, just quick sharp, stolen looks. And here's thing, most people don't stare at what doesn't interest them, and they definitely don't keep looking unless your curiosity is triggered. You've probably had moments like this. You're walking through a store or into a party and, as you pass by, you notice a woman glance up, then quickly look away. Later, you catch that same person glancing at you again, pretending not, or maybe you sense eyes on you from across the room, and when you look up, someone's just shifting their gaze. That's not coincidence. That's awareness. That's pull. That's unspoken attraction. When you carry yourself with quiet confidence, people can't help but notice, even if they pretend not to. And here's a subtle truth that most men don't know. Attractive men don't chase attention, they attract it by how they carry themselves. They walk slowly, not nervously. They make eye contact briefly, but with purpose. They don't scan the room, trying to catch eyes. They let people come to them, and that creates exact kind of mystery and magnetism that makes people, especially women, watch you without understanding why. It's primal, it's subconscious. And when you see it happening, trust it. If you catch multiple glances throughout the day or night, you're standing out and they're noticing. Sign number 7. Other men respect you or compete with you. This one's big and often the most overlooked sign of male attractiveness. How do other men react when you're in the room? Because believe it or not, men notice high-value men instantly, and their behavior will shift either into respect or competition. Let's talk about respect first. If other men view you as dominant, confident, or attractive, they'll often listen more when you speak. Pause conversations to hear your opinion. Introduce you to others in their circle. Start copying your fashion. Grooming irreverent speech patterns. This is the unspoken male hierarchy at work. They're acknowledging your presence by adapting their own behavior around you. They're aligning with your energy instead of resisting it. Now, let's flip the coin. Because not every man handles your presence well. When men feel threatened by your attractiveness or confidence, they shift into competition mode, and it's easy to spot. He'll try to one-up you in stories or jokes. He'll give you backhanded compliments like, "Wish I had that kind of free time to hit the gym." He'll start acting extra friendly around women when you're nearby, try and toast himself. Or he'll ignore you in group settings, avoiding direct conversation and redirecting attention. This isn't random either. It's instinctual male behavior, a clash of dominant signals. Men instinctivize hierarchy. They feel when another man is getting attention, respect, or admiration, especially from women. And whether they lean toward respect or resentment, their reactions are a mirror reflecting just how magnetic your presence is. Women see this too. They read the energy shift. They see how other men treat you. And they interpret that as social proof of your value. So remember this, you never have to prove your worth. Let other men do it for you. Be how they react when you walk in. Sign number 8. People assume you have options. Now, here's the final sign. One that says more about how others perceive your energy and confidence than anything goes. People assume you have options even when you've said nothing at all. Have you ever had a woman act slightly jealous, even before you told her you were seeing someone, or maybe a guy casually drops? How many girls are you talking to these days? Even though you never mentioned your dating life. That's not random. That's a reflection of your vibe, your energy, and how confidently you move through the world. When a man is used to being wanted, it shows in how he carries himself. His posture is relaxed, not tense. He speaks slowly and clearly, not rushed or eager. He doesn't over-explain because he doesn't feel the need to prove anything. This creates as a message. I've been here before, I didn't need to chase. I attract, and women are incredibly sensitive to this. They can sense when a man is in demand, even if he's not showing off. Here's what that looks like in real time. A woman says, "I bet you say that to all girls." She's teasing, but also trying to figure out how much competition she has. She says, "I'm surprised you're single." What she really means is, you seem high status. Why hasn't someone locked you down yet? Or she says, you probably have a bunch of girls in your DMs. Again, her way off testing your value. These are subtle projections of perceived social proof. They mean you've already triggered attraction, and now she's trying to make sense of your availability. And the more you carry yourself with calm, grounded self-assurance, the more people, men and women, assume you have options. It's not about bragging. It's not about games. It's about embodying the mindset that you are already enough, that you are valuable with or without anyone's attention, and ironically, when you don't need people to notice you, they notice you more. So, let's bring this full circle. If you recognized even just a few of these signs, you are more attractive than you think you are. Women notice. You men feel your presence, and whether they say it out loud or not, you'll leave an impression. But here's the real key. It's time to stop second-guessing yourself and start owning your attractiveness. Being attractive isn't just about recognizing these signs. It's about amplifying them so women don't just notice you, they can't ignore you. That's exactly why I wrote Attraction Secrets. To give you the psychological tools to take what's already working and multiply it. To walk into a room and radiate that rare, undeniable presence that makes women lean in and makes other men step back. So, if you're ready to stop playing small, to master the inner game of male confidence, and finally become the kind of man women chase, not just notice, grab the book. The link's in the description. It'll change the way you see yourself and the way the world sees you. And if you found value in this video, drop a comment below. Tell Muick of these signs you've seen before and what you plan to do about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more high-level dating psychology every single week. Until next time, I'm Amelia and this is Deep Talks.